Good morning. Greetings from Cortez, Colorado. It's a beautiful, high alpine town up around 6,500 feet, and it's late morning. The temperature is absolutely spectacular, and I've already been out for a bike ride and got a few other things done. So I want to share with you something that has been on my mind for the last few days, and I think needs to be said and needs to be heard by those who want to hear it. The title of this is Starbucks Repeat Customers and You. You know, the great success to Starbucks has been that people will go there, will consume their product, they will return without being prompted. Starbucks doesn't run a lot of sales, and they'll bring friends. They will generate referrals for Starbucks. And for years, Starbucks didn't even run ads. Why? And they don't run many now because they don't need to. So that's really a beautiful business model when you have a product that so many people want and so many people are tuned into and will willingly say, hey, come with me to Starbucks. It's not just the product, it's also the environment in the cafe, and it's the aura about it. But whatever it is, it's working for Starbucks. Now, what about you and me? There are a lot of people in the home-based business world, and the dirty little secret that nobody wants to tell you in the home-based business world is that the vast majority of people fail. Not only do they fail, but nowadays they will spend thousands of dollars in the process of failing. Not even so much to the company that they have sold their allegiance to, if it's a network marketing company, and let's say drank the Kool-Aid, but they will find a guru who will take their money willingly and gladly and thousands of dollars of it, and maybe you're one of those people. And I'll tell you, people have said to me, Alan, you've got a great presence on the camera. You could be one of these gurus. You could be making thousands of dollars with every client you bring on. But I like to sleep at night because what it is I have to share with you is not brain surgery. This is not difficult. This is not something that should require thousands of dollars coming out of your pocket and going into somebody else's pocket in order to make you a success. It starts with this. Here's my secret formula, if you will. You have to look at what it is you're going to represent and say, is this something that people are going to want and want to consume, or if they get started with it, are they going to stick around? You see, in network marketing, the great problem is retention. You could be the greatest recruiter in the world, bringing people into buying $30 or $35 bottles of acai berry juice, which is kind of a bitter blueberry. But nobody in their right mind wakes up in the morning saying, I really need to spend 30 or 35 bucks on a quart of what amounts to expensive, bitter blueberry juice. What you need to do is you need to look at what is the market expecting, what does the market want, and if you can provide the market with what they want, well, then you're going to retain that person because that person is going to want the product and they're going to want to share that product or service with other people. Does that just make sense? And you don't even need to necessarily be representing, let's call it what it is, selling a product or a service. You don't need to. For example, let me name names and let me be specific. I am an affiliate with Banners Broker. I like Banners Broker because I can say with a straight face to you looking at me as if we were sitting across the table from each other at a Starbucks that there is 100% retention. Why? Because if you get started with me, I'm going to show you how to work Banners Broker so that you're going to make money even if you never recruit. You see, that's important because the average individual can't recruit. For whatever reason, they do it wrong, they don't have the credibility, they don't have the tenacity, they don't want to make videos, they don't know how to make a website, they don't want to invest in their business. Whatever the reason is, the average individual doesn't recruit. Or if they do, they recruit one or two people, and that doesn't get them very far. So what if there was a business that you could be in where you don't have to recruit? But if you do, you'll make more money, but if you don't, you'll still make money. Kind of makes sense. That's why I can say with a straight face with Banners Broker, 100% retention. And if you're on my blog post, I can guarantee you that there is a link to Banner's Broker under this video, and you can go take a look at more details about it. My objective here is not to pitch you on Banner's Broker, but I am going to share with you very specifically what I do and why I do it, because that will hopefully then resonate with you in terms of, is guys making sense? And you can choose to work with me or not. Some people do, some people don't. And that's okay. Now, you might say, well, Alan, are you also in network marketing? Do you sell? And my answer is yes, I do. And yes, I am. But I'm very selective. As I've already named essentially one product with a $30 bottle or $35 bottle of blueberry juice, there are tons of other products out there and services that look for people to change their buying habits or change what it is they're going to buy, but they don't give them a compelling reason to do it. It's one of the reasons that people struggle in companies like Amway. Now, Amway is a long-time company. It's been around forever, and there are people that have made a ton of money at it. But the problem is that the majority of the stuff that you can buy from Amway can be bought from Walmart. Yeah, it might not be quite as good, but a lot of people don't care. I mean, the reality is when I go and buy my detergent, which is, the original signature product from Amway, I'm looking at one thing. I'm looking at price. So when I walk into the market, it's what's ever on sale. I'm not brand selective in that sense. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. So what is it that I've selected that I'm going to work with and build? Well, there are two things. There is a move in this country towards health and wellness. There's no doubt about it. And I've been resistant until recently to get involved with that because I believe that the majority of the companies in the health and wellness arena, especially in the network marketing world, are scams. They're worthless. They're offering products which are basically snake oil or overpriced and are not worth anywhere near what the company is charging. I found one that I believe to be the exception, and I found one that has a product that contains something called arginine. And again, I'm going to provide you with a link that will tell you why you should care about arginine and what relevance it has to you. And then you can go take a look at the product and compare for yourself. And you're not going to see a flowery video. You're not going to see an 18-year-old holding $40,000 in her hand. You're going to see some scientific evidence that is going to explain to you what it is and what's in it, and not scientific evidence that was generated by the company itself for some kind of phony report that shows that it's the greatest stuff in the world. I love people to come to me and go, we have blah, blah, blah support, and we've been endorsed by blah, blah, blah. Doesn't mean anything. You got to look at ingredients. If you look at the raw ingredients and you look at the dispensing method, is it a liquid? Is it a powder? Is it a solid? What is it that you're going to take? A capsule, I mean. You have to look at these things, and then you got to do your own due diligence on the biochemistry end. How does it interact with the body? What's the body going to do with it? And does it have enough in it to matter? You can have the right ingredients, but too small a quantity or too high a quantity, and that's no good either. So these are things you need to look at if you're going to get involved in health and wellness. Again, I got a link underneath that'll show you what the product is, bring you to the research. You can look at it. You judge for yourself. Third and last, people in our society send cards and gifts. It's cultural. It's personal, and it's business. Bottom line, we're coming up on Christmas. Are you going to send Christmas cards? Would you like to save money sending Christmas cards and send a more personalized card than you ever have before? Would that be of interest to you? I think it'd be of interest to a lot of people. Again, I've got a link to a company down below where you could take a look at that, and the ability to include a gift, and the ability to send it overseas in easier ways than you ever have before. Imagine getting done with your Christmas cards in a matter of minutes rather than it becoming a 1 or 2 week project. Now, what if you're in business? What if you're in business and your goal is to retain your customers and get referrals? Would a thank you card or an I appreciate you card or something along those lines be helpful to you and your business in the furthering of growing your business? Take a look at this company. The company's name is Send Out Cards. The link is down below, banner or whatever I've created for you. Take a look at it, and then you judge for yourself whether or not this is something you would use and you would appreciate. In the case of the two network marketing companies, if you find people who want to join your team, You have to expect that we are a nation of joiners. We are not a nation of doers. So you're going to find a lot of people that want to join your team, and what you want to hope and what you want to ensure is that they're going to like your product enough to hang around and keep using the product. Some of them are going to be recruiters, and that's not a dirty word. Recruiting is something we pay people big money to be a headhunter, right? We pay people big money to go out and find talent. Well, in the network marketing world, what am I looking for? I'm looking for talent. I'm looking for people who want to make things happen in their lives. And face it, in this economy, there's a lot of people who want to make things happen. You know, I believe it was at the Republican convention that Romney pointed out there are 23 million Americans that are either unemployed or possibly underemployed. I'm not sure what the wording was, but there are a lot of people out there looking. And if you're one of them, if you're one of those people, and if you're willing to work or you're willing to invest a little bit, because Banner's Broker will take a little bit of investment, send out cards requires some investment too. Good Life, maybe, maybe not, depending on how you do it. The smart way to do it is to make an investment, I'll tell you that. But the bottom line is that if you're willing to work and if you want to make some things happen and you think that I might be a decent mentor to work with and somebody who's going to stick by your side, be, if you will, your guide by your side. I'm an educator. It's what I do. I'm very comfortable, obviously, in front of the camera, and I create videos that not only promote what I'm doing, but can help promote yourself and what you're doing. So talk to me. Talk to me, and let's see if there's synergy between you and I, and let's see where we go from there. But I wanted to bring it full circle. Let's think Starbucks. Let's think about customers that stick around. Retention is the key word. If you can be in a program that retains not only customers, but potentially people who are also going to go out and spread the word, and you're going to benefit from that, yes, that's called a pyramid. No, it's not illegal. Yes, it is a symbiotic relationship where everybody is helping everybody, where their success helps build your success. So if you help enough people make it happen, you'll get what you're wishing for and dreaming for too. And I'm living the life of my dreams. I mean, I'm out here in the middle of the San Juan Mountains and just loving it. I just got done talking with a couple of young ladies who are full-timers as well. They're coming out of Telluride and on their way through Cortez to Durango, where I just came from, so we exchange stories a little bit. And it's just a great lifestyle. So I invite you, if you're on the road, find me, let's talk, let's meet. I had one fella do that. I had a fella find me in a business connection site, and next thing I know, he's driving a boat or something from Florida all the way to California, dropping it off, and on the way back, he stops off right along I-40. I was staying in a town called Santa Rosa, and we met up there. And he's now working with me in Banner's Broker, and I'm willing to bet he's probably going to be working with me in more over time as I demonstrate to him and others that I'm here for him, I'm ready to work with him, I'm here as a mentor, I provide support, and I will help him make money. That's the bottom line. All right, well, listen, you have a good day. It's been long enough. I've taken enough of your time. Take care.